Okay, but pan de sal. Once you've made the dough and you've had the warm milk, the yeast, the sugar, set it aside for 10 minutes. In a mixing bowl you've got 5 cups of plain flour, you've got salt, you've got sugar. You mix all that up, and then once the 10 minutes are set aside for the yeast mixture, you then put the yeast mixture inside the flour. You mix all that up and you get a dough like this. Okay, once you've got this dough, you put a cloth over it for 2 hours to let it settle for a little while. Once that's settled, the dough comes out. You punch the air out of the dough and you make 4 long rolls, cylindrical, like this. Okay, this is the second roll, the end of the second roll. So once we come to this stage, I can show you a little bit easier, and it doesn't take too long, how to make one. I said pan de sal, didn't I? I didn't mean pan de sal, I meant ensaymada. Ensaymada, that's what I meant. Ensaymada. I'm sure everyone will laugh at that, but there we go. I'm enjoying myself, that's the main thing. That's the main thing. My apologies, I didn't mean pan de sal, I meant ensaymada. I'm sure this is available in England as an England dish, but God knows what it's called. Ain't got a clue. Okay, good fun and games. Right, so the sugar and the melted butter, it's got to be stroked along the middle only. Okay, not to the outside. Once that's done, you can buy grated cheese quite cheap these days. This is just mozzarella cheese. This is quite important, this pieces. If you put too much cheese inside here, when you're rolling it, it'll get thin in the middle and it'll split, and then you can't really appreciate your own good cooking. So you've got to be a little bit careful that you don't actually roll the sides, roll it over there like that, and then roll the whole thing over and over and over. Do you like the Philippine t-shirt? There you go, Philippine t-shirt. Just thought I'd put that on there, that's my dedication to the Philippines. God bless Boracay. And God bless Palawan. We'll be there soon. Eating this, I hope. Excellent. So here we go. I'm sure this dish can be made a lot more tastier depending on how much sugar you put in it. Because there's nothing worse. I mean, the Filipinos do like sweet, savoury kind of foods. The English love sweet, so unfortunately we do love our sugar in this country, in the UK. But it's just, I mean, to be honest with you, this is a trial and error basis. This is the first time I've done this, and it's, depending on how well it cooks, this is actually turning out not too bad at all. I will be perfectly honest with you though, I'm not really enjoying it. I have to say, but I've got all the time in the world. I'm a networker, and I can find the time to do it. I think if you actually put yourself about 5 hours aside for the completion of the job, completion of the cooking, you're probably looking at about right. I've had quite a few calls for this. Brother Troy, he said he wants some. Sister Neil said she wanted some. Sister Annalyn said one of her friends let her down and was very cruel because she didn't receive any ensaymada. So I said, well, come to Norwich and then I'll save you some. So there we are, if there's any left. I did say to Brother Troy on a networking site earlier that he says bring some Sunday at the church, but I think I might, if it's very, very tasty, I might eat it all myself. So there we are. Keep rolling like this. It's just basically keeping an eye on the middle bit. The middle bit can be quite tender. It depends originally when you first chop it. When you first chop this, it's depending on how thin you make it will determine how well it rolls. And this has come together. I can feel it. I can feel the pastry. It's wanting to spread outwards. I'm not even touching the middle. I don't need to touch the middle because I know the middle is always tender.